Hi, good evening. So with me is Rochester from semester 1. So Rochester, I'm going to ask you a few questions regarding online learning, and I hope you don't mind. So my first question would be, how long have you experienced online learning?
I have experienced online learning once when my first week of my college, so it is pretty good.
So after you experience online learning, in your opinion, what do you think is better? Is it online learning or offline learning?
I think offline learning is better because we can ask questions like directly. If compared to online, we cannot ask the question directly to the lecturers.
Related to that question, since you are saying that offline learning is better than online learning, why do you say so? Can you tell us a bit more why you get offline learning better than online learning?
If offline, we can have a discussion with our groups, our classmates. If compared to online, we only have to be alone and we have to discuss with ourselves instead of discussing with the classmates.
Okay. So my next question is, do you think online learning affects you physically and mentally?
I don't think it affects me mentally and physically because it is just like we are doing e-learning, and I think that it doesn't matter. It's just up to the lecturer if they want to choose online or offline learning.
So I guess you don't mind to do an online learning.
Yes.
So next one, did any of your family members support you? I mean, did they support you through online learning? Did they give their preparation?
Yeah, my family do supports me by providing an internet connection for me so that I will be able to have online class with the lecturer.
As we know, there is a challenge when you do offline learning or online learning. So what kind of trouble have you faced during online learning?
Obviously, the internet connection, most of us don't have stable internet connection since not all of us afford to buy an internet connection, right? So basically, just certain people who afford to buy the connection, but the other maybe they could not afford to buy internet connection. So
So is that the only problem that you face?
yes, I think that is the only problem that I think that face a lot of students.
So how well do you comprehend the topic during online learning compared to face-to-face learning?
I think that I'm a bit more to physical class because we can ask directly, and maybe some of us think that online class is not really important because if you want to join, then you can join, but mostly students, they are just taking for granted when it comes to online class. So I think I am more comprehend when it comes to physical class.
Okay, I agree with you because sometimes when online learning students usually open their video call and just see.
Yes.
Okay, so the next one, do you think that the environment during your learning process affects you, and how does it affect you?
Usually it affects me when it comes to sound, we literally cannot hear what the lecturer said. So I need a very peaceful place where I can hear what the lecturers are trying to say to us. So we will comprehend the topics that we are talking about.
So during online learning, did you manage to develop any new skill? Example, maybe develop your communication skill or stress management skill?
I think it built my listening skills because mostly we cannot hear what the lecturers are saying. So when you are developing the listening skills, you are able to hear maybe things that you cannot hear, but then you can hear and you can apply it to your daily basis.
So I guess listening skill is important when it comes to
Yes.
So last one, how do you balance your life as both a student and a child at home during online distance learning?
So basically, when I have an online class, so I have to like focus on that instead of being a child. So when it comes to a child, I have to focus on being a child instead of being a student. So based on that, we have to manage it very well. I think that mostly we are able to manage when we will be a student and when we will be a child.
So can you give like a bit your opinion is the online learning is important to us as students or?
It is depends on the situation. So for me, physical class is very important because it is more like effective if compared to online class, and you can ask directly compared to online class, and you also can have a group discussion with your friends, and maybe you can. I think that physical classes is more effective compared to online class.
Okay, thank you, Rochester, for your opinion. I think that's all from us. Thank you.
Hi, my name is AMEERAH from DC5A.
Okay, Enel, how long have you experienced online learning?
I have experienced online learning for about 5 months.
Okay, and which one do you think is better, online learning or offline learning?
I think offline learning is much better because I can understand the lectures more better.
Okay, since you say offline learning is better, why do you think online learning is worse?
Because some of us got low internet connection, so it will be hard for them to participate in the online learning class.
Does online learning affect you physically or mentally?
Yes, because I can communicate well with my assignment group members, so there will be conflicts and I'll be stressing out.
Did any of your family members support you?
Yes, my sister always lend me her data if I got worse connection.
And what kind of trouble do you face during online learning?
Like I said earlier, I keep on having trouble with the internet connection, and also when my little sister keep on distracting me during the online class, so it'll be hard for me to join the online class peacefully.
And how well do you comprehend the topic during online learning compared to offline learning?
It's not really well. I don't really understand what the lecture are talking about because some of them have trouble with their mic. So I think that's it.
And do you think the environment affect you? And how does the environment do affect you?
Yes, because my neighbor renovates their house, so the noises distract me to focus on my class, my online class.
And did you manage to develop any skill during online learning, like stress management skill, time management skill,
Time management skill.
How do
Time
you
management.
how do you
Because,
develop that?
I'm a type of person that not really a morning person, but because of online learning, I need to be on time so that I can prepare my laptop and so on before the class started.
And how do you balance your life as a student and as a child at home during online learning process?
What?
How do you balance your life as a student and as a child at home during online learning process?
I just adapt with the just go with the flow. I think I didn't do any schedule and so on. Just when it is class time, I'll be on the class, and when I need to help my mom, then I just go and help her. Not not during the online class.
So that's all. Thank you.
Today we're going to do an interview about online learning impact towards students of KPMSI.
Yes.
Now, would you like to introduce yourself first?
Yes, Assalamualaikum. Hello, my name is ALYA and I'm from the EC1E. I'm 18 years old. Yes.
Alright. Okay. So let's start off with how long have you experienced online learning?
I have experienced online learning for quite some time now because I just started my semester here in KPMSI, so a few times during my semester.
Okay. Which one do you think is better, online learning or offline learning?
Definitely offline. Online is so hard.
Okay. Since you say offline learning is better, why do you think online learning is worse?
I feel like online learning is worse because it's very chaotic, because there's a lot of voices talking all at once, and there's many different voices in your earphone sometimes, and you can't really hear the teacher talking about the lesson itself. So I feel like that's one of the problems why I don't like online learning.
Okay. Does online learning affect you physically and mentally?
No, not really. I'm still healthy.
Did any of your family members support you?
For online learning,
Yes.
and they don't really have a say in this because I have to do it anyway to learn, so they don't have any say. They're just fine with it.
What kind of trouble have you faced during online learning?
As I've said before, online learning is very chaotic, and because there's so many voices talking at the same time, and because sometimes the video during the online learning online class itself, they can be a problem, as well as the Wi-Fi can be a problem as well, because they don't have any connection and it can get stuck during the middle of online classes. So that's not a thing I like during online classes.
How well do you comprehend the topic during online learning compared to face-to-face learning?
So online learning can be very hard to understand certain topics, because sometimes it depends on the subject that I'm learning during the lesson, but most of the time I don't really grasp a lot of information as I hope to whenever I start the class.
Do you think the environment during your learning process affect you?
A bit, because usually I would sit in my room whenever I do my online classes, and I tend to get a little bit too comfortable on my bed, especially. So yeah, it can affect my classes.
Okay. Did you manage to develop any new skill through online learning?
I think I did. Personally, I think that I should not talk too much. I should not talk too much during the online classes as I would during offline classes, because I would indirectly disturb other people's opinion during the class. So I try to not talk as much. I think that's the thing that I've done.
Okay. Last but not least, how do you balance your life as both a student and a child at home during online learning?
To be honest with you, I'm still learning. I'm still getting the hang of it. So for now, I'm trying to balance as much as I can. But for now, I think I'm getting better than I was before.
Alright. Okay. So that's the interview. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Psycho.
The first question: how long have you experienced online learning?
I have experienced online learning around 6 to 7 months since the start of PKP.
Right. For the second one, which one do you think is better? Is it online learning or offline learning?
I think offline learning is better.
Right. Since you say offline learning is better, why do you think online learning is worse? For the third question.
I think online learning is worse because there is so much problem regarding internet connection. Some more we are at home. I think that is the main problem.
I see. Alright. Does online learning affect you physically and mentally? For question number 4.
I think yes, it does.
And for question number 5, did any of your family members support you? If yes, how? And if no, what do they do?
Yes, my family do support me by I will let them know that I'm having a class and they will not disturb me.
For question number 6, what kind of trouble have you faced during online learning?
The trouble that I have faced during online learning is, for example, I cannot understand some assignments and works, plus the connection problem, and so on.
Alright, so for question number 7, how well do you comprehend the topic, or how well do you understand the topic during online learning compared to face-to-face learning?
I think I can comprehend well when I learn face-to-face in the college rather than online learning, because sometimes I misunderstand the information that are given to me, because this is my first time studying online learning.
Alright, so for number 8, question number 8, do you think the environment during your learning process affect you, and how does the environment affect you?
Yes, I do think it affect me, because when I'm in college, it's easy to me when I'm in college because I have friends around me. But when I'm at home, it is kind of hard because I'm all on my own and I have to contact my friends whenever I need a helping hand.
Alright, for the second last question, question number 9, did you manage to develop any new skill through online learning? For example, communication skill, stress management skill, time management skill?
I think I did, because I think I managed to learn on how to manage my time at home.
Alright, for the last question, question number 10, how do you balance your life as both a student and a child at home during online distance learning?
I balance my time at home during online distance learning by letting my family know that I will having an online class, so that they won't disturb me. Besides that, I do home chores such as cooking and helping my mom at the shop. That's all.
Alright, thank you Muhammad Saif.
Hi, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, hi, my name is Anis. I'm from DC1E and I'm 18 years old.
Okay. First question, how long have you experienced online learning?
Starting this semester.
Okay. Which one do you think is better? Is it online learning or offline learning?
I think for me it's offline learning.
Since you said that offline learning is better, why do you think online learning is worse?
Because I think online learning is hard for me to understand.
Okay. Does online learning affect you physically or mentally?
For now, no.
Okay. Did any of your family members support you?
My mom.
Okay. Since you said that your mom supports you, how?
It helped me give me some space to learn at home.
Okay. What kind of trouble have you faced during online learning?
I think because online learning can I heard many voice at one time.
Okay. How well do you comprehend the topic during online learning compared to face-to-face learning?
It's hard for me online learning because I prefer face-to-face because I more understand and more respond to face-to-face learning.
Okay. Do you think the environment during on learning process affect you? How?
Yes, because at home, my sibling make some noise.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. Did you manage to develop any new skill through online learning?
Yes. I learned to respond more to online learning.
Okay. So you say that you managed to get communication skills. Okay. Last question. How do you balance your life as both a student and a child at home during online distance learning?
After I had online learning, I had my mom doing doing something at home.
Okay, so you managed to balance it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.